This time on Irish Pickers,
It's going to be a winner, Ian.
Sure is, man.
the boys head across the Irish Sea
I'm mad for it.
to Manchester to shop for mid-century bargains. At a vintage emporium, Ian is dressed for the part.
Where's he gone? He's lost his body, I can only see his legs.
At a quirky retro dealer's,
Marbles. Oh!
he's looking to lock in deals.
Cell door believed to be from Dartmoor. It's a bargain.
And he fills his boots at an exclusive antique shop.
Trying to clean me out, are you?
Well, if the price is right, I'd be happy to do so.
Top Dublin dealer, Ian Dowling, trades in the history of the Emerald Isle.
I'm on the road with my best mate, exploring every inch of this country to find the antiques that tell the stories of Ireland.
I like to look at these doors, man. That's a nice piece of history right there.
With the help of his team, Ian turns picks
1,000 wouldn't do it for you. Shake it 16.
into profit.
$750 for the whole collection. I'll let you have them for 18.
924, come on, man.
Ali's the brains of the operation.
I need you to head towards the Ring of Kerry.
Butsy's the muscle,
Yabba dabba doo!
and Vinny's the experience.
The early bird catches the worm.
We are historical treasure hunters, and together we make an amazing team.
At Irish Pickers HQ, above Mulligan's pub in Dublin, Ian and Ali are planning the lads' first buying trip to England.
I definitely want to go to Manchester, and I really would love to go to that vintage emporium we were telling you about in Stockport. You know, the one with the 50, 60 traders all on one floor.
Ian's planning to stock up on mid-20th century items in the north of England, a market Vintage Vinny knows plenty about.
He's actually looking to expand into the mid-century.
Right.
400.
Yeah, okay.
That's a bigger market, especially for the millennials and the young people today. They see all this mid-century stuff as future antiques.
Yeah.
But there's a bigger supply chain over there, Gary. You'll pick it up a hell of a lot cheaper.
So here I have your ferry tickets, your hotel details, and then a few grand sterling to keep you going.
Great.
I packed everything pretty much besides your knickers, which I think you can do yourself, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Ali.
All
You're
right.
very good.
You're
That's
all
great.
set.
Happy days. Well, look, I better run down to Butsy. We better get the ferry.
Yeah.
Listen, thanks for organising all this stuff.
No worries.
We'll let you know how we get on, yeah?
Yeah, perfect. Enjoy your little trip, boys.
We will. See you later.
Ian and Butsy head to the ferry to set sail from Dublin port.
Here you go, man.
Do you remember the last time we were on a boat to Manchester? Us and the
Yeah.
lads on the Stags.
It was great crack. I love Manchester, I have to say.
And here we are again, Ian, on another holiday.
Woo!
It's a 200-mile journey across the sea to Manchester.
We're on the gravy boat here now, buddy.
The grave, that's it,
Yeah,
man.
we
The
are.
gravy boat is right.
Myself and Butsy are hightailing it across the Irish Sea to get some really good bargains and go back to Dublin with a jeep full of vintage gear.
I'm mad for it.
Fresh off the ferry, the lads hit the motorway across North Wales. Ian's making a beeline for a mid-century warehouse 120 miles away in Stockport. And as they get nearer, Ali calls in with more details.
Hey, Ali, how's things?
Hi, guys. I've been looking into that vintage emporium at Pear Mill in Stockport. There's one trader that you've got to check out when you're there.
Oh, yeah, who's that?
So her name is Laura Gaither, but she trades under the name Planet Vintage Girl.
Yeah, great stuff, Ali. We'll let you know how we get on.
The Vintage Emporium is based on the first floor of Pear Mill, an impressive landmark to Stockport's industrial past.
Wow. Check this out, man.
It's massive, isn't it?
Absolutely huge.
It's not like this in Dublin, is there?
Absolutely nothing like this in Dublin.
Showing them around today is one of the long-term vendors, Laura Gaither.
Laura, is it?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ian. Ali
Ian.
was on the phone to you
Hi.
yesterday. This is Butts here.
Hey, how are you?
God, thanks.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic place
It's
here.
one of the last cotton mills of its kind built.
Cool. Well, look, yeah, we might have a little look around. Yeah, super.
Okay.
Cheers.
All
Thanks so
right.
much, Laura.
Okay.
It's only been open for 5 years, but in that time, over 50 dealers have flocked here to sell their vintage collectibles.
Nice lampshades, aren't they?
Yeah. Your shirt is over there.
Oh, man, yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to have to happen, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you see the lampshade? That's exactly
Oh,
like a
yes.
shirt.
Matches the
Yes.
shirt.
Oh, yes. There is. Oh, well, then you definitely got to buy that.
That's meant to be.
2 lampshades that basically just scream the 60s, 70s era. They're just quintessentially vintage.
You could make a hat out of it.
That would be great.
Be a nice hat, wouldn't it?
It would be a nice hat, yeah.
I think it's nicer as a shade, though, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you never know unless you try?
Butsy's giving me a little bit of stick that the light shades match my shirt. But what are you going to do? I like what I like.
A wall-mounted 70s sugar glass lamp also interests
That
Ian.
is cool, yeah. Is that a crossing behind it there, Nick?
I don't think it's meant to be across, just to keep it mounted to the wall, yeah.
Oh, okay.
These are the kind of things that are actually in vogue at the moment. Although they may look like something from your granny's house, they're actually fashionable again.
Ian tries to strike a deal on all 3 retro shades.
So what are we talking then?
50 quid.
50 quid.
Yeah.
Can we say 40?
We could say 40.
Yeah, okay,
I think
deal.
those are some good
Lovely
items.
stuff. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
No
They're
worries.
3 fantastically vintage shades as my first purchase. I'm hitting the ground running here. First deal of hopefully many here at the Vintage Emporium.
The Vintage Emporium is proving a trip down memory lane.
Do you remember this thing? Do you remember this phone?
Oh, man, yeah.
The little Fisher-Price telephone brought me right back to my childhood years. I had that. Did you have that?
I had that. I think everybody had that.
Yeah.
Do you want
Everyone did have that, man. It's
Everybody
true.
had this.
Those are
This
real-
must have been the most popular toy around.
What's not to like? I'm definitely going to buy this and bring it back home.
Say cheese, you know? Say that. Love the way your eyes close when you move around.
Laura's got a little doll's head in a jar. As weird as it is, I kind of like it.
God, it's a bit like Chucky or something, isn't it?
Isn't it? I mean, who thought up with that idea?
So what are you thinking?
Can we do the 2 for 15?
I think I can do that.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah. Yeah. I want them to go to good homes.
Well, thank you. They
They're
will.
pretty special.
They are. 15 quid for a lovely bit of nostalgia and a bit of weird.
Ian's chasing life in the fast lane with this vintage Mercedes grille.
Check out this thing over here. Mercedes Benz
very
grill.
nice.
That's cool, isn't it?
I think we could do £40.
Yeah, that sounds.
Would that
yeah,
work?
That's
Yeah?
that sound. Yeah,
Okay,
happy days. Thank you,
great.
Laura. A vintage car lover would love to have this on their wall. It'll probably be the closest I'll ever get to owning a real Merc.
Hey, Ian, look. There's a colourful drawer over there.
Oh man, that's more like it, isn't it?
Yeah?
Sweet.
Cool.
This is the type of thing now that would sell really well in Dublin.
That's more like it, is it?
Yeah. This kind of stuff, it's harder to find in Ireland than it is in England, you know. It's been freshly painted, but it's in keeping with the era. All the hinges and the drawers and the presses are all working perfectly. It's pretty much ready to slide into a room. It's priced competitively at £125. If you could get it down to about 100 quid, an absolute bargain.
Laura dials up the stall holder.
Well, it dates from the post-war years, probably 1950s.
Right.
I think £100 exactly would buy it.
Okay, look, I'll take that for 100. Thank you, James.
That's great.
100 quid for the 1950s kitchen cabinet. A great buy again. I'm going to sell this on for between 200 and 250 quid. There was actually another kitchen unit we spotted over here.
Okay.
Do you reckon you
Shall
could
we
help us
take
with
a
that?
look? Yeah.
There was a second kitchen cabinet with a bit of colour to it. Not as striking as the first one, and a bit older, in fact, but very cool all the same. Just looking at a kitchen cabinet you had here for 80 quid, and I was just wondering if you'd take 60 for it.
Oh, it's the yellow one?
Yeah, mustard, kind of
Yeah,
yellow, yeah.
That's no problem at all, yeah.
Yeah?
No worries at all.
Super, that's great. I'll settle up with Laura, so. We picked up the second kitchen cabinet for just 60 quid. What absolute value.
You know, I think you did pretty good there.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I can bring this back, flip it immediately to somebody in the trade and make a nice, healthy profit. At this stage, I'm building up a nice bit of vintage stock that I can bring back and flip to a dealer in Dublin, Richie Retro.
Ian's on a vintage roll. He motors on to another stall with a kitchen classy home bar parked up in its plot.
How cool is this? This is a Rolls-Royce mini bar on wheels. How cool is that? In pristine condition, screams 1970s. When you've got guests arriving, wheel it out, go behind the bar and dish out the drinks.
This is literally the Rolls-Royce minibar, Ian, look.
No, that's it, 100%. What price is it, Terman?
375.
375, yeah.
Laura introduces Ian to the vendor, Tom Brown.
Have you ever seen one like this before?
This is the only one I've seen.
Yeah. And you've had loads of admirers?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of admirers.
I'm going to try and do the best deal I can here on this, but to be honest with you, I'm already sold. So what are we talking on this?
We've currently got 375 on it.
Yeah.
The best we could do for you is 300.
300. So if this went from under my nose, there'd be murder.
Coming up,
Ali would like that because she has them jackets and all.
Ian goes present shopping for the team back home.
It's almost like actual size, Max, too, isn't it?
It is too, yeah.
And after a hot tip from Vintage Vinny,
You should check out that in situ place.
he looks to buy in bulk at an architectural salvage shop in Manchester.
Can I buy them all?
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Trying to clean me out, are you?
Well, if the price is right.
Dublin dealer Ian Dowling is on his first buying trip to England and is searching for mid-century furniture.
This is the type of thing now that would sell really well in Dublin.
He's eager to strike a deal for this Rolls-Royce minibar before someone drives it away before him.
So what are we talking on this?
We've currently got 375 on it.
Yeah.
The best we could do for you is 300.
300. Can you say 250?
I mean, in the middle, at the very depth, 275.
Okay, deal.
Brilliant.
Done. Thanks very much, man. That's sound. We got 100 quid knocked off, £275. Absolutely thrilled. I know plenty of dealers and plenty of punters that would happily pay 750 quid for this mini bar. It's all round to mine for pina coladas in the roller.
And what better place to enjoy a pina colada than poolside on a colourful 1970s sun lounger?
You want to try it before you buy it there, you know?
Yeah, cool.
Where'd it go?
Where's he gone? He's lost his body. I can only see his legs.
Yeah, very good. Oh man, that is really, really comfortable. They actually don't make them like they used to, do they?
Ian quickly closes the deal.
Would you take 25 for it?
Yeah, sure thing, it's a deal.
Cool, happy days.
But closing the sun lounger so it can fit in the Jeep takes a little longer.
Yeah.
Does this come with instructions by any chance?
No, I think the instructions have been lost in time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on, maybe follow it.
Yeah. Look at that.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Great. Oh, wow. That'll fit now.
So far, Ian has laid hands on a great selection of vintage 20th century pieces. But it's a 19th century garment with a possible Irish connection that he's drawn to next.
What really struck my eye was a green, looks to be Victorian dress. And when we went up and had a closer look at it, there's a shamrock pattern. It's all about the shamrock, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. How much is it?
260. Victorian silk dress of shamrock patterns, some alterations. I've never really bought something like this before. And you can imagine that whoever owned this dress back in the Victorian times was obviously somehow connected to Ireland and was giving a nod to the old country through this pattern on her dress. It belongs back in Ireland. So Tom, do you know anything about this dress?
It came out of a private collection.
Right.
There was a lot of dresses all at once.
Right.
The others were a lot more expensive, so I couldn't buy the others.
Yeah.
But this one came with a cape, and it was just too good to leave.
What's the best you'll do on it?
Make me an offer.
Okay, 150.
Deal.
Thanks very much.
Not a problem.
Sound, man. Lovely stuff. 265 quid down to 150. That's the way I like to do deals.
Well, that was easy.
Sure was. I love this place. I thought I might as well chance my arm for the second piece and complete the whole outfit. They came to Tom together. They should come back to Ireland as one piece. Would you take 60 for this?
I can't go that low. I can do 80.
You say 70?
Go on then.
Deal. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Legend. Got the black cape for 70 quid. I didn't really want to leave without it. Once I got the Victorian outfit, the two came together. They should remain together. There's an Irish collectibles auction coming up in Dublin. This dress is going straight there. The shamrock dress will have a reserve of €500 and the cloak 150.
Ian's cleaned up on vintage and Victorian bargains. But he can't leave without some mid-century souvenirs for Ali and Vinny.
Ali would like that because she has them jackets and all.
The teacups and mugs back in the office need a little upgrading. And this one is right up Ali Street. All right, so what have we got in that 10?
How about the fiver?
That sound. Lovely, lovely,
Works.
jubbly. That's great. I think Ali's going to really love this. It's going to brighten up the office and it's going to match her animal print coat.
There's a nice looking dog there. You can get that for Vinny.
Do you think?
Yeah, paint them white and brown.
It's almost like actual size Max too, isn't it?
It is too, yeah.
We could do 25 on that.
Yeah, that's grand.
Would
yeah,
that work?
that sounds great.
Gonna
Lovely
get
stuff.
A new home.
Ian spent just over £800 on his raid on the Vintage Emporium. And when he gets his retro hoard back to Dublin, he'll be looking to almost double his money.
I came here for vintage, and that's exactly what I found. A really, really cool idea. A fantastic use of this old mill. We really need something like this back in Dublin. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Okay, see you later.
All right,
All right,
see
now,
you
cheers.
later. Bye now.
Ian and Butsy round off a successful first day in the northwest of England with a spot of sightseeing. En route to their hotel, the lads stop off at Old Trafford, the hallowed ground of Manchester United and theatre of dreams to many an Irish footballing legend.
It's great to visit the home of Manchester United today, especially because of the deep Irish connections. El Georgie boy there on the left.
Aye, he was the best, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He sure was, man. George Best was spotted at age 15 playing football in the streets of Belfast by a Manchester United scout. And that literally changed his life. That's what brought him here, and the rest is history. I think he was one of the first superstars of football, really, wasn't he?
Women wanted to be with him and men wanted to be like him.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What's that famous quote he has? I spent all my money on women, fast cars and booze, and the rest are wasted.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
It does, yeah.
The next day, Ian and Butsy are driving through central Manchester. Originally established by the Romans in 79 AD as Manuchium, the city was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. And since the 1960s, the city has been at the cutting edge of the UK music industry.
Yeah. Great music from here, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oasis, Stone Roses, The Smiths, Sean Ryder and the Happy Mondays, New Order, the Buzzcocks.
Your favourite, take that then as well, yeah?
Your fave, man. Yeah, I suppose we have Manchester to thank for Gary Barlow and the boys.
Ah, look, we can't hold that against them. Sure, we came up with boys on, for God's sake, you know?
That's true, that's true.
Back at Mulligan's in Dublin, Vintage Vinny has been rifling through his UK contacts. Built up over 40 years in the trade. And he calls Ian with a lead for the next pick.
How's things going over there?
Yeah, good, really good. Not sure why we haven't come here before.
Oh, good. You should check out that in situ place I was telling you about, Ian.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. That's the one run by Lawrence Green, isn't it? The dealer everyone's raving about.
Yeah, that's him, yeah. He's been in the business inside nearly 30 years, so it's well worth checking out. What I'll do is I'll get Ali to send the address with contact phone numbers, whatever you have to do, yeah?
Cool, thanks, Vinny. Say hi to Ali first.
Yeah, no problem. Give me a share, we get out and tasty. I look forward to seeing whatever you get off him, yeah?
Cool, thanks, Vinny.
Bye.
Bye!
Ian and Butsy hightail it across the city to follow up Vinny's contact Lawrence Green at In Situ.
Hi there, my name's Ian.
Hi, Ian.
We're over from Dublin. We've heard a lot about you. All good stuff.
Oh, right.
This is
Brilliant.
Butsy.
Thanks for coming over. I'm really pleased Ian and Butsy have come on over to Manchester. They'll find some great items and they'll fill their boots with it all.
Well, what we usually do is to just have a little rummage around and just see what catches our eye and come back and we can talk turkey about money and see what we can do.
Yeah, just have a wander around, yeah. Anything, just let me know, yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, cheers.
Sweet, man. All right, lovely stuff. Thanks a lot. First impressions is that Vinny was bang on the money to pay Lawrence a visit. This shop is packed to the gills, full of fantastic mid-century and vintage gear. Geez, we might need to get a van or something as well, man. I don't know, we have enough space. So much stuff here.
Yeah. I always like when you get a van, it's less work for me, you know?
Yeah. Check out this guy.
Yeah.
Seagull.
Looks like one of them birds that would rob your lunch now when you're hanging
Isn't
around
it?
Dublin, isn't
In
it?
Dublin, yeah, exactly, man. That's what I was thinking. Look, Sinbad.
How much is it?
Well, these are 300 for the pair. 75 quid each. Not bad, is it?
Wow.
When you compare the price tags of items here in Lawrence's shop with similar stores in Ireland, you can see the difference in value. You could definitely fill your boots here with vintage and mid-century gear, bring it back to Ireland and make a tidy profit. It's as simple as that, and that's why this trip is definitely worthwhile.
Ian's an expert in antique pub furnishings and signage. But today it's Butsy who spies a window of opportunity.
Man, that's class looking, isn't it?
That is cool. Yeah, man, that's right up my street.
That has Ian Dowling written all over it.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
The smoke room glass is absolutely fantastic.
No smoke rooms anymore though, Ian. What's the story?
Yeah, but like an outdoor smoking area.
Yeah. It's class. Yeah, I haven't seen that like that before, really. Definitely not in Ireland, anyway.
Priced at just 160 quid, I cannot believe somebody hasn't come into this shop and snapped it up. We were just looking at this smoke room glass. How old would you say the glass is?
Mid 1800s.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that, yeah.
At 160, it's a great price, but if I can get another few quid knocked off it, absolutely fantastic. What's the best you're doing it?
I have priced it really keenly, actually. There's not a lot I can knock off. £20 off, so 140.
Yeah, look, that's a deal. That's a fair price, man.
Great.
Yeah,
I think
thanks
you've
very
got a
much.
lot of mileage after that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's going to work. Getting the smoke room window for 140 quid could already be the bargain of the day. And if we picked up nothing else today, that piece alone would make the trip to Lawrence's shop worthwhile. I will not be letting this go for anything less than 750 quid. The guts of 600 quid profit in just one item. I'm absolutely thrilled.
Ian's got his first purchase in the bag. And pretty soon, he spots some brass with a touch of class.
Check out the door handles. Butsy.
Oh, very nice.
Lawrence has a really good selection of doorknobs and handles. All reproduction, but to be honest, these didn't interest me. But on the top shelf was the real deal. The second-hand, the used ones. The ones with sign of age and use that you just can't recreate. And they're the ones that sell. Plus, as well, some of the size of these handles, you actually can't buy them now, even in reproduction. They're very, very hard to find. So if you can get ones that show signs of age, signs of wear, people are always very interested.
Cool, aren't they?
Very cool, man.
You could really get to grips with the price of that kind of thing, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
You sure you don't want to handle those? They're almost too hot to handle, you know? I tell you, I could do this all day.
Yeah. These are good too.
Yeah?
Yeah, might as well put them all out, will you?
Want to buy them all?
Well, I'll see what I can do, yeah. As soon as I saw the selection that Lawrence had here, I knew it was a case of putting a big bundle together and striking the best deal I could.
Well, you have actually picked a lot out, haven't you?
Yeah, I sure have, yeah.
You're trying to clean me out, are you?
Well, if the price is right, I'd be happy to do so. I came here for deals like this. Solid brass door handles. Not just any door handles, ones that you'd be very, very hard-pressed to find anywhere.
£900.
£900, yeah. It's a lot of handles, isn't it?
It's a lot of handles.
Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking I'll take the whole lot for 750. And that's, I mean, to be honest, nobody's going to walk in here and take all these handles.
No, you're
away.
right.
Do you know what I mean?
I
would. It's just
they'll drip out over the next 6 months or so, and I will get.
Yeah. No, I know that.
Twice as much as that.
Yeah.
So I'm not that desperate for the money.
Yeah.
Coming up,
we say 8, and that's a deal.
Ian continues to fight hard for value at In Situ.
I'm not trying to play hardball with you, but I think I'd stay at 4.
And the UK tour rolls on to a quirky collectors in Warrington, where Ian's looking for some knockout bargains.
That's 40 quid. You'd pay at least double that in Ireland.
Lovely jubbly, Ian.
Dublin dealer Ian Dowling is in Manchester. Bulk buying at In Situ, a mid-century architectural salvage shop.
Well, I was actually thinking I'll take the whole lot for 750.
He's tried to strike a deal on a bundle of brass handles, but dealer Lawrence Green isn't loosening his grip on them cheaply.
But they'll drip out over the next 6 months or so, and I will get.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Twice as much as that.
Yeah.
So I'm not that desperate for the money.
Yeah.
So, I'll do 850. There you go.
We say 8, and that's a deal.
825.
Okay, deal. Thanks, mate. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Right.
Thanks a lot. Be busy with these. If you break it down, this lot deal worked out absolutely fantastic in that I got each handle for £29. Absolute bargain of the highest order. And the best bit is I could sell these all day long.
Roll up, roll up. Ian's now on the scent of some colourful panels that offer all the fun of the fair.
Here, check out these, man.
Oh, cool. They're circus-like thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like something from a fun fair, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's no price tag on them, is there? I just spotted these enamel fairground panels. Really bright colours. You can't miss these. They just jump out at you. Did you used to like the waltzers and all?
It just made me feel a bit ill, to be honest. Like, I used to love them, but I went on one there about 2 years ago and I fainted when I got off.
Did you?
Like, when I woke up, the girlfriend was fanning me down. And people laughing at me and all. It was really embarrassing.
Bringing you flashbacks, huh?
Yeah.
One client will either buy the lot or I can split them up and sell them separately. It makes sense to buy everything he has. He's 8 there, and I'm hopefully going to get the whole lot if we can get them at a good price. What are we talking, money-wise?
Well, priced them up at £50 each, I think, just to...
£50 each.
So I think that's a really reasonably good price.
As soon as I heard 50 quid a panel, I knew I wanted to take the lot. It was just a case then of getting the best price I could for all 8.
Are you thinking of them all?
Well, 50 quid each. What if I took them all, would you do? So that's 50 quid each. For all of them, that's 4. But if I took everything, there's 8 there.
Yeah, that's 400.
Would you do 3?
350.
350. Could you say 330?
330. I was going to say 325 then.
Okay, yeah. No, 330.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll do it 330, yeah.
That's sound, man.
Lovely.
That's great, man. Happy with that. Yeah, you free up some space and get some nice stuff to bring back to Ireland.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Easily double your money on these. I'm here to make profit, and the less I can pay, the better.
The deals are stacking up for Ian at In Situ. And as promised, he gives Vinny an update.
Oh. Yeah. Hello.
Vinny, all right, how's things?
Ian, how are you? How are you getting on?
Yeah, pretty good. We've got some pretty good deals now already in the bag, you know.
Oh, that's good to hear, yeah.
Vinny, I got a big window that was in a pub and has smoke room on the front of it.
Is that a proper vintage one, Ian, or is it 70s, 80s?
No, it's actually Victorian.
Oh, good, even better.
I got it for 140, Vince. The same thing over in Dublin, I'd say, would cost about 500 quid.
Well, that's good. Well done.
And as you say in the UK, Ian, you know, keep the flag flying.
Right, so, Vince, yeah. All right, man, take it easy, right?
Sounds like they're getting on pretty well.
Yeah, they seem doing pretty good. Ali, you might have to expand your Rolodex, you know, the UK numbers, get used to the codes, yeah.
Lawrence's showroom continues to be a treasure trove of antique salvage, and Ian is drawn to a striking piece of colourful stained glass.
It's a nice piece, isn't it?
It's very nice, isn't it?
It's a bit of a crack in it, though, you see? The top there.
Oh, yeah. Well spotted, man, yeah.
Yeah. 700, man.
700?
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. There's a few cracks here and there, like, but I mean,
yeah.
it's fairly sturdy. It's just, when the sun's shining through it, you'll see them, like, I suppose, you know?
A couple of hairline cracks here and there, but really nice colours. While we're here, we just spotted the St. James's stained glass here.
Yeah,
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
That whole set came out of a church in Accrington. I actually went up and took that glass out. Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it, though?
Very nice.
They're really, really, really very nice.
The St. James's stained glass window. What an absolutely beautiful piece. 150 years old, fantastic condition. Anybody could appreciate this. It's a piece of art in itself.
Is it just the St. James's one you like, with the lilies on?
Yeah, well, probably just the St. James's one, yeah.
You don't want to buy the whole set, then?
Well, unless the price is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Although there's a couple of hairline cracks, it's as bright as a button, as it was back in 1850. I can totally understand why this is 700 quid. But yeah, to take it back home, convert it to euro, and then what I'm going to make out of it.
I know.
What do you reckon's the best you'll do on this?
Okay.
Just on St. James's
yeah.
here?
I'll do you 500.
500. I would pay 500 if it wasn't for the cracks, and I'm not trying to be smart or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just that's the only thing that's bothering me.
I never see it going into an external situation.
Yeah.
So in terms of the cracks, I don't think there's a...
Yeah, it'd be more just them kind of getting worse, like on transit back to Dublin, that's the kind of thing that worries me, you know?
Yeah.
There wouldn't be enough profit in this piece for me. Lawrence doesn't budge on that price tag, I'll have to pass this by. As beautiful a piece it is, it's not something for me at that kind of money. Well, look, I'd tell you my best foot forward would be 4.
Can you do 450? There's quite a lot I've knocked off there.
I'm not trying to play hardball with you, but I think I'd stay at 4.
Okay. Okay, let's do that.
To be honest, I wouldn't have paid a penny more than 400 quid, but at that price, there's a good, healthy margin in it for me. One of my American pub clients would pay $8.50 for this in a heartbeat. It's an absolutely stunning addition to any pub.
Ian's visit to In Situ could bring him big profits. He's bought quality architectural salvage at bargain prices, and he's hoping for a return of over £2,500.
first buying trip in the city of Manchester. I couldn't be any happier. This is why we came. Good supply of stock at good prices. Lawrence, thank you so much again for today.
Fantastic, and yeah, don't forget to say hi to Vintage Vinny.
Thanks so much again, right? Listen, really appreciate it. Take care, right? Thank you. Cheers.
Next morning, Ian and Butsy are on the outskirts of Manchester when Ali calls in with a suggestion for another stop-off.
I've been trolling through like social media trying to find you guys like something quirky, unique.
Have you had any luck?
I think I found like a really, really good place called Knickknacks. It's in Warrington, so it's not too far from when you guys are from. So it's run by a husband and wife called Nick and Chris, and they run it from an old milk parlour at the back of their farmhouse.
That sounds great. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Can you send Butsy the pin?
Yeah, sure, I'll send it on now to you.
Warrington, here we come.
Following Ali's lead, the boys make the 15-mile drive southwest of Manchester to the town of Warrington, which played a pivotal role in the English Civil War of the 17th century. Today, it's the largest town in Cheshire.
I'll tell you something, I'll be grinning like a Cheshire cat if we have a good pick today.
Oh, yeah. Ear to ear.
Ear to ear, man.
Smiling,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Smiling all the way home.
Located a stone's throw from Warrington at Brookside Farm, Nick Snacks has been run since 2016 by husband and wife team Chris and Nick Brown.
We buy a lot of quirky pieces, don't we? Because we find that sells well. We don't get very many dealers coming over from Ireland. It tends to be more local. So I'm really excited to see what he picks out, really, and what takes his fancy.
Hi, Nick, is it?
Yeah, I'm
Hi.
Nick. How you doing?
Ian, lovely to meet you.
Hi, Ian.
Hiya, I'm Butsy.
Hi.
Chris, is it?
Yeah.
Great to meet you, man. Lovely to meet you.
Chris.
How are you?
Hi, mate.
Butsy.
And so how does it work? So do you do the buying, Chris, do you? And Nick
Yeah,
does
I
the
do the
selling?
buying. I'd like to keep hold of most of the stuff, but
Yeah.
Nick usually persuades me to sell it.
Yeah. Well, look, we look forward to picking out a couple of pieces, don't we, and seeing what we can do and trying to get some deals done. It'd be great.
Fantastic. Well, feel free to have a look round and just give us a shout if you need anything.
Super.
Ian and Butsy delve into the quirky stock.
The laundry bin. Do you remember working the laundry?
Yeah, I do indeed, yeah. Yeah. That was... You got me that job, actually.
Yeah.
They're on the lookout for items that represent vintage value.
Like, that's 40 quid. You'd pay at least double that in Ireland. You've got everything here from mannequins hanging from the ceilings.
Points at the legs, all right, yeah.
Del Boy jacket and hat.
Lovely jubbly, Ian.
Marbles. Oh! Very nice.
Playtime over, Ian gets stuck into picking and very quickly snaps up a 1960s orange jug.
Tenner. That's sound, I like that.
Yeah.
Some 1970s pattern curtain fabric.
People do have the same taste as me out there. Could we say 15 for the set?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Does
that's
that
great.
sound? Happy days.
Brilliant.
That is really cool, isn't it?
Cake stand.
A cake stand made from old Irish records.
John, but that's John McCormick. Tenor, the Irish fella.
Yeah. That's 8 quid, so look, I'm going to happy to pay 8 quid because that's a nice job, Chris.
And this vintage barber's chair.
Well, I picked this up at a clearance.
Right.
And it was in a right sorry state. It was in the shed for a long time, and then we've eventually got round to recovering it.
You've got 210 on it. What's the best you'll do on this?
180?
Yeah, no, 180 is fair. Thank you very much, Nick. £180 for a reupholstered 1950s barber's chair in perfect working order. This is ready for service. This is going to sell for 500 quid easy.
So far today, Ian's been buying competitively priced vintage items, hoping to cash in on a growing mid-20th century market back in Ireland.
Here, man, check this out.
But now he's found a Victorian collectible that would be criminal to leave without.
Cell door believed to be from Dartmoor. And 255. It's a bargain. Propped in the corner at the back of the shed, I couldn't quite believe it. This is a beaut. This would be worth the trip alone, this door.
It's not heavy, is it?
No, it's not. It's weird that it's surprisingly light. It's a wooden door, man.
It's wooden?
Yeah, the back of it's wooden. This cell door looks absolutely fantastic. I would not change a thing. Every layer of paint on this door could have seen a life sentence. Every single layer of paint on this door tells its own story. It's a fascinating piece, exactly the type of item that I really, really love. I just really hope I can get this at a good price.
Yeah, we've actually got another one of these in the other barn,
okay.
which you're welcome to have a look at.
Yeah, just when I think it couldn't get any better, They tell me they have a second one out in the other shed. Cool.
Oh, okay.
I was ready to do a deal on the first one, but now that they have two, I'm going to bundle them together and hopefully get a really fantastic price for the pair. What would you be thinking?
We've got them priced at 255. I think if you were to take the two, we could do 200 each.
200 each, yeah. I think that's very fair. I'd be happy to shake at that.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Yeah,
okay.
deal.
Fab.
Thanks so much. Thanks very much, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. That's brilliant. I got the two for 400 and I'll be selling them for 495 each. I'm not exactly sure where they're going to end up, but it's going to be interesting to see.
I know, it will, won't it?
Yeah. We'll definitely keep in the loop and let you know what happens, you know. They're great talking points for customers in a pub, restaurant or cafe. You've got a ladies and a gents here. Just don't think about the murders and dark characters that were held behind these doors when you're spending a penny.
Coming up.
Check it out, Butsy. Freddie Mills. He's a 1940s, 1950s boxer.
Ian's looking to strike more deals at Nick's Knacks.
The match dispenser.
Yeah. Would you take 100 quid for it?
And when the lads return to Dublin,
Hello, rare Irish stuff.
Vintage Vinny
All right, Vinny, we'll leave you there, so will we.
and Ali get to try out the new English stock.
I love it. I feel like such a lady in it.
Dublin dealer Ian Dowling is on his first buying trip to England. And in Warrington, Nick's Knacks is proving a hashtag retro goldmine.
If it wasn't for Ali calming social media, we would never have found this location. Nick's Knacks market themselves purely on social media, and that's a growing trend with dealers today. But Instagram and Facebook have really changed the way that dealers reach potential customers. There's a real sense of nostalgia when you're looking around this shop.
Ian's still on the lookout for offbeat items and soon finds another perfect match for one of his clients.
Yeah, we were just admiring this piece up here. The matches.
Oh, yeah, the match dispenser.
Yeah, it's got a really fantastic 1950s look to it. Fantastically retro. This will sell really well once you get it at the right price. Would you take 100 quid for it?
100. Okay, you've come a long way.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Thanks a million. £100, exceptional value. I'm going to maximise my profit out of this. I've so many clients that I know would be really interested in this. I think I'm talking around 300 to 350, no problem.
Ian's on fire after his match dispenser deal, but could another vintage item extinguish his flame?
It's cool, isn't it? Isn't it? A lot of publicans would like that now, wouldn't they?
They would too, yeah.
155. So what you reckon? Would you do 120 on this?
Could you do 130? On that one?
Yeah, 130
Yeah.
grand. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks a million. £130 for an antique no smoking sign. 250 to 300 quid. This is going online. A non-smoker or a non-smoking establishment out there is going to absolutely love this. Check it out, Butsy. Freddie Mills.
Yeah, do you know who he is?
He's a 1940s, 1950s boxer in England.
Oh, yeah, it looks cool, like.
Boxer Freddie Mills was a celebrated world champion in his prime. Later in life, he moved in showbiz circles, but fell in with London's East End criminal set, including the notorious Cray twins. In 1965, he was found shot in his car in a Soho alleyway.
And it looks great. You can get it at the right price, man. This will sell.
That's it.
It's a really nice piece. If I can just get a couple of quid off it, I'll definitely take it away with me today.
This actual sign, we believe it's from the 80s, from a fairground ride.
Right. So what's the price on this one?
We've got 175 on it. What do you think?
150.
150. Could we say 135 just so I can make it €150? I'll probably sell it for two. Is that all right? 135?
Yeah. Go on then.
Thanks a million. Thanks so much.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thanks a million, Chris. Really appreciate it. It's a great sign, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
135 quid for the Fearless Freddie Mills painted sign. I'm going to put this sign up online for 279. Sporting memorabilia, especially vintage sporting memorabilia, sells really, really well. If you're interested in boxing history, this is the piece for you.
At Knickknacks, Ian bought 9 items and spent nearly £1,000. For his investment, he's planning to bag a profit of over £1,600.
It's been great to meet them both. I wish them all the best and hope they enjoy the rest of their stay and their journey back to Ireland.
The boys make their way back to Dublin, and Ali and Vinny are curious to see what they've brought home.
They're £26 each.
Yeah, I like the simple design of them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he looks light.
Isn't that a beaut?
Yeah, cracker.
Cell door from Dartmoor Prison.
Yeah, break time. Come on, get up, get out of that bed. Get up, come on, Smith, get out.
Hello, rare Irish stuff. Ah, such memories. This is way better than my phone in the office. Oh, Ian, for reals, I actually love that so much. You!
No, Maxie.
All right, Vinny, we'll leave you there, so will we?
Yeah, please
Enjoy
do.
the sun.
Ian has a buyer in mind for the kitchen cabinets bought at the Vintage Emporium. And he's called up mid-century dealer Richie Retro.
Yeah, what you reckon?
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, very cool, man. All tin-lined, all original.
We've got them at a good price, so I can double my money on them, and I know there's plenty of room left for you to do the same. So I was thinking $350 for the pair. Yeah. That's pretty much my kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair, man.
I think you'll make that back on this and more.
I think I'll double up on it easy enough,
yeah.
You know, as well. So we're
that's
all happy.
Great. Deal. Super stuff.
Yeah,
happy days. Thanks a million, man.
Ian's only been back in Dublin a few hours and has turned over nearly €200 in profit. Meanwhile, Ali has taken a shine to another of Ian's purchases from the Emporium.
Check it out.
Oh, it's gone with the wind, Ali.
I love it.
Wow.
Super.
Probably my new work uniform from now on.
Yeah, it's
actually.
very cool. How do you feel, Ali?
I love it. I feel like such a lady in it.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Did you find any more about it?
I did, actually. This is really interesting. So the shawl that came with it, it says Peter Robinson, and it says Regent Street. This is actually one of the first department stores that was ever in London. Dates back to 1833.
No way.
Yeah. They would have been like the first kind of department store of their kind in that area, like before Selfridges, before Harrods.
Yeah.
So what do you expect to get for it in for?
Well, in the shop I was thinking $750 when I saw it on the mannequin. But now after seeing it on Ali, it just, I think, at least £1,000. I mean, I look at the quality of it, man, and the condition of it for the age.
Ian's first buying trip to England has been a huge success, with over 20 objects bought and around £4,000 spent. He has plenty of new stock and a couple of souvenirs for Ali and Vinny.
That's for you, ladies first. There's Ali.
Ali.
Yeah.
Ali, look, cutie beauty.
It's very cool.
Oh, I love it.
Really suits you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Max, we didn't forget you. Got you an emerald green life-size replica.
Oh, Maxie, look at him, Maxie. What's his name?
Great chip all around, Butts, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Pint definitely tastes better over here, Gary, I have to say.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, right? Cheers, folks. Yeah. Cheers.